Hello, and welcome to this episode of Student DV, where we are getting creative. Learn how to make stop-motion videos or set up a tripod. How about learning about one school's marching band, or learning how to make a paper hat? All this and more on this episode of Student DV.
I'm Danny Finnenberg. Today is Thursday.
When I was in high school, we usually did mechanical and iron.
If you don't have a lock on you, more information.
What we originally set out to do.
Every second of the day.
What'd you call Fred today?
Nah, I'm still no good at shadow puppeteering, but today we have student producer Emma Jean Bernardi, who's really good at it. Emma Jean, can you tell us more about your video?
Well, in our video, we show you how to make a puppet. We show you what you need to make a shadow puppet show, and we show you the puppet show.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Hi. Ah. All I wanted was a hug. A hug? Yeah. Okay. Want to go play? Sure. I'm going to show you behind the scenes. I have to go get ready now. Oh, you scared me. But like my puppet told you, I should probably show you behind the scenes. Or should I say, behind the sheet? These lights I'm using right now are soft boxes. You don't have to use these. You can use a regular light bulb or you can use a regular flashlight. The thing behind me is called a shield. You don't have to use a shield. You can use a sheet or a piece of paper. When you are doing your puppets, you put your puppet up against the sheet and you move. You can put it in any accent or you can make your puppet into anything. It's okay if the audience sees the sticks, your head, or your hands. But that's all I have for today. And that was Behind the Puppet Show.
Are you going to show me how to make a puppet?
Yes. That is what we are doing right now.
Oh,
What kind of puppet would you like to make?
a bunny.
I'm going to make a turtle.
Okay.
First, you cut out the body.
Okay.
Now what? Now we cut out the legs separately.
Okay.
You're going to put in the brads for the legs.
I'm ready to put in the
If it
brads.
is too hard to stick the brads in, you can cut a slit in it in the legs where it can go through.
Okay.
Next, you glue the sticks onto the legs.
Are you done already?
Yes, except the last part, the glue needs to dry. Well, this is the finished product. And that is how you make a shadow puppet.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've always thought working with clay was totally awesome. Over at Vista de Lago High School, there's an amazing ceramics program that some students have decided to share with us.
Hi, I'm Miss Dana and I teach ceramics here, Ceramics 1, which is beginning ceramics, and I also have a Ceramics 2-3 combination, advanced ceramics. And what we do in this class is we work with clay obviously, but students learn a number of building techniques. They learn pinch pot techniques, coil building, slab building, stiff slab, soft slab construction, and they have a little bit of an introduction to the potter's wheel. They also do a little bit of sculpture. Some of the students at the beginning stages are able to make animals, and then as they get more advanced, they combine their building techniques to make abstract sculptures. Students usually have fun in here because sometimes they're intimidated by drawing and they don't think they have any artistic skills, but once they get in here and they start handling the clay and experimenting a little bit, they realize that they do have quite a few talents, and they usually end up taking more art classes after this. They realize that they do have hidden talents and they go on to draw and paint and take other classes. So it's a lot of fun and I enjoy teaching. So some of the beginner pieces in Ceramics 1, this is a rattle. It's a pinch pot rattle, and that uses a lot of other techniques, but there we do rattles. Here's another example of a rattle that's done in beginning ceramics. Here's a wheel thrown piece that students can learn the basics of wheel throwing. These are hand-built T-bowls. They learn a little bit about glazing techniques. It's just really a random abstract piece. It's very well done. It's a lot of fun. We do a lot of different things in here.
Speaking of clay, how about Play-Doh? It's amazing what you can make with that stuff. One student decided to teach us how to make a Play-Doh monster. Sloan Pettit is here to talk about it.
Well, basically, we were just having an idea. And I don't know, it was something like December, and Cameron says he comes up with this idea, and blammo. I would say that it's a great opportunity to learn a bunch of things that if you kind of want to be someone who's on TV, that would help you a lot.
This is how to make a Play-Doh monster. First, take a small piece of Play-Doh, smash it up until it's flat, like so. And then repeat the process for the other foot. Then, take a small medium piece of Play-Doh and turn it into a cylinder, like so. And then connect it to the feet. And then take a small piece of Play-Doh and then make it into a cylinder, then connect it to one piece of the body. Then repeat the process for the other arm. Then take a medium piece of Play-Doh and turn it into a sphere. And then connect it to the body. And that's how you make a Play-Doh monster.
Every school should take pride in their marching band. It takes a lot of talent and hard work, but the students at Toby Johnson Middle School should be extra proud of their marching band and what they've been doing for their community. Student producer Melissa Long is here to talk to us about it.
The video is about basically we just want to show the audience and everyone how much our marching band does for our community and how amazing they are.
The Toby Johnson Middle School 8th grade marching band works hard all year long to prepare for concerts, parades, and other events, according to Mr. Roberts.
Marching down the street in formation, all the feet hitting the pavement at the same time, same posture, same carriage, is very difficult.
When the band is marching, the students think it's difficult to
playing your instrument at the same time.
It's really hard just to stay in step.
Not playing the wrong notes.
Although the band members considered the march difficult,
it's really fun because you get to go out and see all color guards and all different schools marching with you.
It's fun. I like marching.
Marching band is really fun. It's like you don't even know that you're really marching it sometimes.
There are a number of instruments incorporated in the marching band. Some instruments include
Tuba, it's the lowest instrument that there is. French horn, the flute,
Percussion.
Drums, clarinet,
the euphonium,
Trombone.
and they've been playing for
10 years? Yeah, I started when I was 4. Like a year and a half. Almost 2 years.
2 years.
3 years. Like half a year.
Or 2 years.
2 years.
Before the parade, the students who performed in the march practiced the sound off, played their music, and kept in step with everyone. They worked all period long to perfect their march and music. They cooperate with one another to come together as a team and fulfill their own personal responsibilities as a band member.
It took a long time for us to memorize it, and then we had to march too, so it took a while.
It took a lot of practice and a lot of time.
It's hard because memorizing a lot of music and a lot of steps to take.
Not only is practice important to preparing for events, but taking care of uniforms is a big part of the process.
I have a very different philosophy from every other band director I've ever met with uniforms. I think that our students should take care of the uniforms, and I'm proud of them for that.
We had to wear like thin clothing, like basketball shirts and a shirt, and then we had to put on our overalls, and then we had to put on our jackets, have someone help us put on our jackets.
We spent time fitting and finding jackets that would fit us and shoes, and we put them in garment bags and then we hang them up on racks in numerical order.
Before the parade began, the students came together to prepare for the march. They met up in a local parking lot near the starting point of the parade. They were arranged and organized in rows in their marching posture to assure they were ready.
I feel nervous because everyone's watching me.
I wasn't very nervous because we had practiced so much, but it was sort of distracting because there's people there, and it's sort of hard to remember to walk in a straight line and to focus.
It kind of scared me at first, but after 5-10 minutes, it felt like normal.
It was important for the band to play for the veterans
because we want to honor the veterans and help out the community, and no other middle school in Elk Grove was playing at the Veterans Day Parade, and it showed that Toby cared about the veterans.
They don't usually get the thanks from people.
I can understand the importance because it was marching for the people who fought for our country.
Not only did the students want to honor the veterans, but Mr. Roberts did too.
My father was a captain in the Army. He was a doctor and served as an Army doctor for several years. My second oldest daughter, Julia, played in the United States Marine Corps Band, Pacific Forces.
Weeks before the parade,
we were able to add a sound-off cheer specifically for the Veterans Day Parade a couple weeks before Veterans Day. Our philosophy here is community first.
You did what we came to do, and that was to say thank you to those that serve our country.
We would be there for Veterans Day because our veterans are the people that have kept this country free. And one day a year, I don't think is too much to ask our kids to get out and say thank you.
We say thank you!
Have you ever tried making a paper hat? It can get a little complex and confusing, but the students at John Ehrhardt Elementary are teaching us a thing or two. Today we have student producer Tania Billups Baker to talk about paper hat making.
Hats. It was about hats. You get to wear them and make them silly ways. Videotaping is cool. We're going to show you how to make a paper hat. To make a hat, first you need a bowl about the size of your head. You need some newspaper and some tape. First, turn your bowl upside down and wrap 2 sheets of newspaper around it and tuck the edges inside. Now wrap tape around together. Take the hat off the bowl and crunch the edges, or fold them, cut them, or roll them to make the brim. Take a look at the hats we made. Now be creative and make your own paper hat.
Have you ever heard of movies like The Pirates, Band of Misfits, or Frankenweenie, or Coraline? All of these movies were made using a process known as stop motion. But how does stop motion work? How does one go about creating a stop motion film? I know one student from Pony Express Elementary who can teach us a thing or two.
I'm Hunter, and I'm going to show you how to make stop motion videos. You can use anything like action figures, but I prefer to use Legos. First thing you want to do is get what you want your scene to look like and your idea. For an example, I'm going to show a simple man building a robot. After you get your idea, you should build your background. If you don't have an idea for a background, you should just put it against a wall or use a piece of paper. You never want to work in a messy place like this because there's too many distractions or things in your way. Once you have your place to work in your idea, you need to get your supplies and a tripod. A tripod is really important because it keeps your camera from moving, and if your camera moves, it can mess up your whole video. Now you're ready to start your video. Once you have everything set up, you can start your video. Stop motion is basically just a lot of different pictures really fast to make it look together. It's also animation. I'm just going to make this Lego guy move bit by bit. Until I have the full video. And then put it together really fast. Now that you're done with the video, you can import it onto a computer. Or, as I just like to do, flip through it on my camera. So now you know how to make a stop motion video.
We all know girls get a little crazy about their hair, and we would all like to see them be able to do something a little different with it. For all of those girls out there, or any boys with really long hair I guess, 2 students from Toby Johnson Middle School have a solution for you.
These are the steps on how to do a braided bun. First, gather all your hair into a high ponytail and tie it off. Next, section the hair into 3 sections and do a regular 3-strand braid. Then tie it off and wrap it around the ponytail. Now hairspray so that there are no flyaways. Here's the final product.
There's a lot of cool things you can do with a piece of paper, but one of them is origami. Student producer Lena Ani is here to tell us about this next video.
The video is about, well, how to make a paper crane, obviously, and then it just like shows you all the directions physically. I was the cameraman, well, woman, and I just like filmed everything because I didn't know how to make a paper crane.
First, get a square paper. Then fold the paper diagonally twice and hot dog style twice. Make one corner point towards you. Fold the flaps on both sides of the square so that they align with the middle line. Grab the corner and push it into the middle. Do this step to all corners. Grab the fold and bring it up. Then pinch one corner and push it inside the paper. Repeat this step on the remaining sides. These flaps will be the wings, and you pull them up like a bird. Now pinch the bottom leftover flaps. These will be the tail and neck, and push them both up. The final and last step is to make the head. Hold the one tip and make a small fold to make the crane's head.
Video production can be hard work. One important tool to make a good video is a tripod. In our next video, we are going to learn how to set up a tripod. Student producer Rosalind DeMano is here to talk to us about the process of filmmaking.
I think it's important to work in a group because we get to cooperate and we get to put all of our ideas together and form a better movie than working individually. I like video, and I think it's powerful to other people because it shows our stronger points, and it shows like things you can learn from the movie.
After handing the teacher a press pass, check out a tripod. Unhook the hinges to extend the tripod legs and place it safely on the ground. Also, before you attach the camera to the tripod, make sure all the adjustments and handles are level and tight. Unhook the quick release plate, then carefully screw the camera to the plate. Attach the plate to the tripod. Imagine the camera is a dog. The batteries are the dog's butt and the handle is the tail. The tail should be on the same side of the butt. To move the camera up or down, loosen the tilt handle and move the camera down. Don't forget to tighten the handle so the camera doesn't move. Return the camera back to its regular position and pan by twisting the pan adjuster. Then move the handle left or right. Don't forget to tighten the pan adjustment knob so the camera doesn't move. Increase the height of the camera by twisting the height adjuster and roll the handle. Also make sure to tighten the adjuster. Remove the camera from the quick release plate. Attach the plate back to the tripod. Return the tripod back to the way you saved it. Check it back in.
Locker Room Mayhem is basically about teaching students to put a lock on their locker and the importance of that.
So I don't have my PE clothes, and I'm going to take yours.
Because if you don't have a lock on your locker, many things can happen. People can go through your stuff, and they can steal your cell phones, PE clothes, normal clothes, and that's never fun. Yeah, my friend Sam, who actually worked on the video with me last year, he put all of his stuff in my locker because he forgot his lock. And then one thing he forgot to put in my locker was his cell phone, and that got stolen. It doesn't happen very often, but the one time you forget it is the one time it's gonna happen.
Hi, I'm a big, mean 8th grader.
People all around school were knowing me. I played the role of the big, mean 8th grader, so people always knew me as that. They'd say, "Are you gonna steal my PE clothes this time?" It was fun, so I think it made a positive impact on the students here.
So put a lock on your locker. Better protect it from people like me.